Hello everyone, Pedro Plays here, and welcome to the first episode of Planet Coaster and my Planet Coaster series here on Pedro Plays. I'm going to be looking at some of the sort of career scenarios in this episode and throughout this series. Just as normal, I like to make this sort of as interactive as possible. So be sure just to put some of your comments in, stuff that you'd like to see in future Planet Coaster episodes. As you can see, just this is the main sort of interface when you first sort of open up Planet Coaster. You've got obviously your sort of name up here, and you've got your avatar which you can customize and create. So this is a mock of me. This is Pedro, but we're going to jump straight into the career mode here, and we're going to have a little look at opening up the very first tutorial. Now, just to sort of explain, I've had Planet Coaster actually since the alpha. Was very much an early subscriber on it. Played a little bit right at the start. Absolutely love the game. It's a fantastic game for being able to really customize your theme parks and all the sort of the attractions and the shops. It's absolutely amazing. You'll see that very shortly. But also, I've always been a lover of the roller coaster games. Actually, Planet Coaster is the spiritual successor of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which is a game that I literally put so many hours into. So very much excited to now Planet Coaster's been fully released. Very much excited to really get my hands on it and to sink my teeth into it and see where it goes. So I'm excited to have you along on this journey as well. So we're going to jump right into the very first scenario. So it's a pirate battle. It says, "Avast my hearties, and welcome to Planet Coaster. Shiver those timbers and take charge of this explosive pirate park. Complete ride construction, draw in crowds, and give your guests a swashbuckling good time." That sounds good, doesn't it? All right, let's go. Let's have a look at starting a new scenario. Okay, so here we go. The game was loaded up into our first scenario, the pirate battle. So let's just have a little look at some of our objectives over here. So to complete this one on the easy mode, you need to attract 800 guests. We're already at 644 right at the start of it, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And we need to look at building 2 rides. Already we've got 1, so again, it's not going to be too difficult to hit the easy mode. Medium, we need 900 guests, and then building 4 rides, and then to take it right up to the harder objective, we need to attract 1,100 guests and acquire $15 million. So let's dive right into it. Let's have a little look around the park first of all, so we can see what we've got here. Just a little, it does come up with some basic controls. We will run through these in a little bit more detail, but obviously, if you are looking to get the game, you can perhaps see these or check out some of the other tutorials on YouTube. The controls are very much in a lot of depth, and I'm very much still sort of learning about those myself. So perhaps I wouldn't be the best person right now to give you a sort of an indication on the most advanced tutorials, but be sure to check out some of the other sort of videos out there, because there's so many great content on there, and just some of the things that people are creating is truly sort of amazing. If you want to check out some other YouTubers, there's people like Kukamondo and Silverat, that they're both just absolutely inspiring in some of the creations they make. Will literally blow your mind that this can be created in a game like Planet Coaster. But we're going to just sort of have a little look around and see what we've got here in the very first tutorial, or very first scenario, sorry. So as you can see, it's pirate themed so far. Nice pirate ship with some special effects sort of going on here. Obviously got some water cannons, and these are all things that you can play around with. You can sort of add those to the game as well. Looks like we've got 1 coaster, and this is just to give you sort of a snippet of some of the things you can do. Just with the terraforming and the theming, you can sort of build these sort of tunnels that the coasters will go through, and really sort of get into that. And obviously this is a wooden coaster by the looks of things. You've got all sorts of different options for customizing coasters and sceneries, and really sort of having a look at your imagination really is sort of the limits really with this game. So yeah, that's it. And then just to run through some of the menu options. Now obviously not all of them are available to us because we need to research them at this stage. You can see we've got some basic sort of rides here. These are sort of pre-made rides, and like I say, you can customise the sort of scenery around them. But just some pre-made rides from the developers. You've got thrill rides and some gentle rides there. Shops and facilities. Again, you can kind of customise these by sort of the food shops, drink shops, gift shops, and then some of your sort of amenities there, like toilets and first aid, the rest of the sort of stuff. And these are some of the sort of things that you can just again just plop into the game, as you can sort of see. You can plop that wherever you want it, and then you can sort of build around it as well. Now just have a look at some of the other shops here. So you can have some of these modules, things like Chief Beef. If we were to look at this, and let me zoom in a little bit here. So yeah, you could pop a Chief Beef here, and then you can sort of build around it to really sort of incorporate that into a building, something sort of along the lines of that. If you wanted to design that, you could do, and you could have sort of Chief Beef sort of operating out of that. So yeah, really sort of make sure that you do sort of play around and check that out. Lots of different options for scenery as well. And you'll see, like I say, Planet Coaster is very much a modular builder, so you can place sort of yeah, some of these sort of small modules to create your own structures, and yeah, as I mentioned before, you know, sort of your own imagination is really the limit. And some people are just, some of the stuff you see them creating is incredible. These are some of the building menus just here. Now these are some of the, as you can see here, you've got some blueprints first of all. It's an important thing to note. I probably should mention that on the shops and facilities. But you have blueprints, and you also have customs. So if you really want to start customising your own buildings, you've got sort of different sections here for different elements of walls and roofs and windows and the like. So yeah, really sort of spend some time sort of getting to know the menus on Planet Coaster. You've got different ways you can filter it to make it a little bit more easier as well. So you can look at some of the Western themes and pirate themes and so on and so forth. So really make sure that you are sort of engaging in that, and yeah, so really giving it a go and sort of playing around. Now down here at the bottom here, you've also got the Park Management tab. So just on this, just on the Park Management tutorial, you can see that you've got your different summary for guest summaries, staff summaries, so how many janitors and mechanics, entertainers, vendors. You've got your ride and attraction summaries here as well. You've got an overview of the finances, so you can see sort of your cash flow. At the minute it looks like we're making a profit on once you take out our expenses, we're making a profit. It's very much a good place to be. And you've got the research elements here as well. So I'm just going to start off by researching something, just so we can get sort of that sort of going. So I'm going to so I research a coaster. Let's have a look. Research time 45 to 90 days, and total cost 3,000 to 4,500. Actually, I'm just going to first of all just research one of the family rides here. It's a little bit cheaper, and I think it'd be good. Yeah, good to sort of build on that in the park. So let's search that, and you can allocate sort of more budget to it, and obviously that will go down. I'm just going to keep it as it is for now. You've got marketing as well, so once you start building your park up and you start earning a bit more money, you can start some of the marketing campaigns, from sort of your poster campaigns to your TV commercials and that sort of stuff. Really customising to that. This tab is for staff, where you can hire different staff members. Sort of speaks for itself really in that, and again this gives you just under the guest tab, you just get a bit more of an overview in the type of guests that you've got. So you've got adult groups, teen groups and family groups, and obviously they're going to spend money on different things, and they're going to have different needs, which you can sort of see here. So yeah, if you are running, if you're not just running a sort of a sandbox mode, but you are running one of these scenarios and you want to try and get sort of more guests in, and perhaps make sure that the guests are happy when they are in, it's very much a good tab to keep an eye on, to make sure that you are sort of fulfilling those guest needs. And then just here you've got sort of attraction names, shops and facilities here. So you can see our park's quite small at the minute. We don't have an awful lot really going on. You've got your paths and terrains buttons here, so you can look at the different path options. Lots of different sort of paths that come pre-built into the game, and I'm sure there'll be sort of more added over time. And the terrain options for sort of your terraforming, raising and sort of lowering the ground. Now, scenario is quite good as it comes yeah, with the ground not just one sort of flat surface, but I certainly know when you start off in sandbox mode, perhaps you'll just have a flat surface to sort of build on. So you might want to really sort of play around with the terraforming, putting some hills in there, making sure it's a bit more natural and that sort of stuff. So just jumping into the tutorial, now looking at the objectives here. So I need to attract 800 guests. I think that will come in time, and actually the more stuff I get into the park, you know, the sort of more attractions, actually we should see that more guests start checking it out. It's a bit of a boring park at the minute, let's be honest. There's just the sort of one rider and one coaster. Yeah, it's not really going to get many people going to it. So we're going to look to build another ride here, so that we can see if we can hit this easy objectives. So I'm probably going to place it. I think, like I say, the guests appear to be coming in from the park from that direction. So I mean, I'm going to place it just right opposite this this coaster, and just try and keep a few of the rides together to start off with. So I'm just going to place it right here. So yeah, make sure you keep watching. I'm just going to speed the video up just whilst I'm building this, and you can sort of see some of the things that I'm doing here. Okay, so there we go. So hopefully you sort of got the gist of some of that you can really sort of customize things, and I just love the way you can really sort of set the setting up sort of so perfectly in terms of your theming. Very much a pirate theme there, and as you can see, I opened up the ride, and yeah, shortly after we reached 800 guests, and obviously we completed another ride. So that's put us through the easy objective already. So yeah, very happy with this. Let's have just a quick look at some of the elements. As you can see, you got some sort of live elements here with some cannons. A little bit scary, maybe firing them straight at the crowd, but you can sort of see that. And then yeah, maybe I'll perhaps tidy that up a little bit sort of afterwards, just that banner there. I might put some lights in here as well, just to sort of make this sort of stand out a little bit at night. One of the things that you maybe saw is that you can change the light settings, so you can see what it looks like at night time and then during the day. Just adds a different dynamic to the game. And actually, I just love that some of the lighting that you can do, the way it just gives it a sort of real nice sort of ambience. These are another sort of area of some of the live characters. Or sort of animated characters, if you like, that you can have in the park as well, just to give it a little bit more life rather than it just being sort of a plain area. I also like to sort of try and curve the paths a little bit. I know sort of in the previous roller coaster games, you're very much sort of stuck to having some of the straight pathways. So this obviously just gives it a nice curve, really breaks it up, makes it look a little bit more natural. So I think we're going to finish it there for this episode. But if you enjoyed this, please make sure that you do like, comment and subscribe. Really does mean a lot to me. And make sure that just in your comments as well, let me know some of the things you'd like to see in future episodes. Perhaps with this tutorial, we're going to look to build some shops. What sort of shops or sort of themes should I go for? So yeah, do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And yeah, make sure you keep an eye on the channel for some of the other videos that are coming up soon. Take care, guys.